This video is about scouting. So when I'm talking about scouting, no, I don't mean Boy Scouts. What I'm talking about is up to this point, you have figured out your limitations, your budget. You have a good idea now of different areas that you might be able to move to because they meet all your requirements. But you're going to need to physically visit those locations first, because what you see in magazines or on the internet is not always what you're going to get when you arrive there. You can have a place that looks absolutely beautiful, but when you get there, it smells like somebody's dirty butthole, okay? That's going to change your opinion of wanting to move somewhere. You know, if you see an area where the whole neighborhood is just absolutely pristine and beautiful and things are really well priced, but it smells like raw sewage all day long because of whatever, you're not going to want to live there. So you need to travel here, scout things out. And when I'm talking about scouting, traveling over here, I don't mean a vacation trip. It's fine if you come over here and spend some time going out as a tourist, just enjoying some stuff. But the primary purpose of you coming here for these scouting trips is to travel to the locations that you're thinking about moving to. So if you're thinking about moving to Dumaguete, for example, you want to travel here, visit Dumaguete, but don't stay in Dumaguete as a tourist. You're not there to go out, hit the nightlife, enjoy all the bars, the restaurants, the beaches. You can do a little bit of that, but that's not your main focus. Your purpose of coming here is to visit the whole city, look around at different apartments and houses and condos, whatever you think you're going to want to move into that's within your budget and your requirements. Look at what options are available. You are not looking for the place to live right now. You're just wanting to get an idea of what types of places are available within those budget ranges, what the city itself looks like, what the region itself looks like. And typically you're just looking at the country as a whole from the moment you get here, and just taking it all in. You know, okay, is this what I'm comfortable with? Do I like it? You're going to experience transportation, traffic, all those different factors of living here. Once you are looking around a certain area that you want to live, find out things like, where's the nearest immigration office? So if you have to renew or extend your visas or anything like that, where's the closest one you're able to go to? What do the neighborhoods look like? What are the shipping options like? Is it easy to access mail? Are you able to get packages properly? Are you in a flood zone? You know, what the weather is like. You're wanting to look at all those different factors of determining, is this city somewhere that I would feel comfortable moving to? If you have more than one location that you're thinking about moving to, it might require multiple trips coming over here for your scouting trip. You know, you might be able to hit up a couple areas in 1 or 2 weeks, or you might come and start traveling around, and you might only visit 1, maybe 2 cities the whole time. If you have the time, what I would recommend is, again, you're not coming here as a tourist. So instead of booking a nice hotel, look on Airbnb. Look around for a house that's similar in size and cost to what you might be renting, and stay in a place like that. That way you're going to be able to cook your own meals, so you can figure out what it's like in that town, to travel to the grocery store, see what the grocery options are available, figure out what it's like, you know, being able to cook your meals, and just what it would be normally like living in a similar circumstance. But you don't want to try and even live as a tourist. Airbnb is going to be one of your better options. That way you're going to be able to live closer within a community. You're not living like a tourist. I tried that before, staying in a really nice place where everything's great and amazing, and then you have to travel out to start looking at places. But if you're just visiting a neighborhood during a certain time of day, there can be a lot of surprises. Early in the morning, it's not the same as it is in the afternoon. In the afternoon is not the same it is, you know, in the evening time. If you're able to get like an Airbnb type situation where it's similar environment to where you're going to be wanting to live, you can experience that environment during those hours. So that's my personal suggestion is try and go and fully explore an area on your scouting trip. If it does take multiple trips, that's fine. The other thing is doing all this research. It is going to take a while of doing it, but you don't want to take this scouting trip until you've really narrowed down your choices. Really make sure this is somewhere you're definitely strongly considering, so that basically if you visited an area that you're thinking about and it really is something you enjoy, you're comfortable enough with that to make the decision that yes, that is where I'm going to move to. So really narrow down that search to your strongest possible places. Spend as much time as you can around there, living local style, cooking your own meals. Again, you can go out, order meals out, visit some of the touristy type areas on your free time, but try and use as much of your time as possible to really explore and to figure things out. It definitely helps if you have a contact that is within that area, but it's not always required. I would still definitely bring somebody that lives in the Philippines, a Filipino, that can speak the local language. Just because when you start traveling to certain areas and they see that you're a foreigner, you're not accompanied by anybody, they might try to basically give you the Kano tax, the long nose tax, the white guy tax, whatever you want to call it. They can charge you a little bit more for things just because they think they can get away with it. If you know somebody that's Filipino, Filipina, somebody that's able to go around with you, bargain for things, make sure that you don't get scammed on prices. It will definitely make your life a lot easier. But your scouting trips are going to be very important because this is going to be one of those last big things to help you truly decide face to face if this is the kind of a place you would feel comfortable living. It might require more than one trip over there, but it's going to be necessary to really making sure you're going to be able to live comfortably.